What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing? We have a pretty exciting day of tech news for you with some official news coming straight from the horse's mouth, aka Samsung, as well as a couple of questions. So let's dive into the tech news first. And this all goes hand in hand because Samsung has now made it official. They put out some information, a tweet, whatever you want to call it, saying, join us as we break the rules to set the epic standard at Samsung UnPacked. February 9th, 2022, reserve now, samsung.com/reserve. And you can see it's February 9th, 2022. This should be at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So just figure that out on a time zone map, timeline, whatever you want to call it, to figure out what time it goes on at your neck of the woods. And then also, they ended up putting out this little video here showing off, they basically show the phone, and if you really pay attention to the commercial, they're ultimately showing you the camera quality or the camera features of some sort with the phone, including night photos. So it seems like night photos and just photos overall are going to be a big selling point for Samsung. Not like they haven't been in the past, but it seems like they're pushing that same mantra again this year with the Galaxy S22 series of phones. And then it just leads to the question, like, obviously, I know some of you said, oh, the reserves aren't open in where I live. America definitely had it open about a week ago, so I'll link the American one down below. But I know in other countries it's available now too, and the deals are even better if you reserve Korea, Netherlands, and somewhere else. But some of them is you're getting $50 credit. Korea, I know they're getting up to $100 credit at least, plus the pre-order stuff, whatever they give you. So definitely reserve it, even if you're not going to buy it. I highly recommend it. That way you're kind of locked into there if you decide to go through with it. But if at the same time, if you decide not to go through with it, you don't have to. You're not locked to anything. It's just if you try to, if you do reserve, at least you get the chance of getting better gifts, better trade-in values, better credits, the phone at a certain point, not have to wait too long, because there's rumors that the Ultra phone is going to be very, very sought after. Is that the word? Doesn't sound right. Very, very highly wanted of a phone compared to the rest of the line of these phones. So we'll wait and see. But the question of the day is, which of the Galaxy S22s do you think is the best value? We've been speaking about the prices, and the S22 is going to be, now I forget, $899. S22 Plus is going to be $1099, and S22 Ultra is going to start off at $1299. Obviously, each phone will be a little bit more if you get a higher storage, but those are the base amounts. Which phone do you think is the best deal? Let me know in the comments down below. I might have to go with the Plus. I mean, knowing that the Ultra doesn't have the full amount of RAM and kind of a low amount of storage, I might have to go with the S22 Plus. I guess that'll be my answer. Let me know about you guys in the comments down below. With that said, let's get into the Q&A portion of the video and drop that thing. First question comes from Shajil Sazat. $13.99 means S20 Ultra price. When it was released, would you say it's a ripoff based off of the leak and everything? The S20 Ultra is the better phone. Do you agree? I see that. Yes, I agree. It is a ripoff. All foldables. Basically, I think you're talking about is the S22 a ripoff. The S22 Ultra is not, at least from what I've seen, is not rumored to be $13.99. It's rumored to be $12.99. So I don't know where you're pulling the $13.99. And the S20 Ultra had that annoying bug where it could not focus on things close up with one of the lenses. It just couldn't do it. You could do all kinds of software updates, it just didn't work. So I wouldn't say the S20 Ultra was a better phone. Ayana Moonshot says, first off, I want to start by thanking you for answering my question. You are awesome. Thank you so much. Now I'm curious, should I consider the Fold though and just buy the Fold Edition S Pen, or will the 22 Ultra be a better choice for a Note user? Also, if I do just get the Ultra, should I go with the 128 since I have 1 terabyte of cloud with OneDrive, or would 256 be wiser choice? I use social media, music, video apps, and a few games. I think what you'll run into, well, first of all, should you get a Z Fold 3 or an S22 Ultra, the S22 Ultra is going to give you a more familiar feel of the S Pen, meaning that the S Pen goes directly inside. The S Pen has the Bluetooth features built into it, just like your phone does. So I'd probably say the 22 Ultra is going to be a better S Pen experience, but it's very difficult to replicate the fun and the excitement that this phone brings you. I would, because you can always buy an S22 Ultra, I would say buy this phone, try it out. You don't like it, return it. You can do that all right now. And when you return it, you return it. There's no, especially if you buy it through Samsung, you won't be charged any return fees or anything like that. So I'd say try this phone, get the S Pen. You don't like any of it, return it, and then buy the S22 Ultra. In terms of the storage amount that you should get, 128 is extremely low. But at the same time, if you're okay with offloading your photos to the cloud, obviously music, if you download it to the device, could potentially take up a fair amount of space. Apps could take up some space. I'd say just to play it safe, pay the extra probably $100, or maybe it'd be more, but hopefully it's only 100, and get the 256. I think that's the safer choice. New York's finest, we'll finish up our questions. When trading in my Note 10 Plus for the 22 Ultra, 1 terabyte if it comes out, will I get a better trade-in deal at the pre-order launch of the S22 Ultra, or will my trade-in value drop if I wait for the price of the 22 Ultra to reduce in the price? Hope I asked this question correct. So the trade-in value should go down, but potentially the price will go down as well. I've noticed that what Samsung generally does is if they rob from Peter, they'll take from Paul, meaning that, when they come out with a phone, they'll have really good trade-in values, but the price will be whatever the max price is. But then as time goes on, the price might drop by 100 or 200 bucks, but the trade-in values will also drop by 100 or 200 bucks. So it almost always equals out in the end. You should be okay. I don't want to say definitely, but you should be close, at least close to the same trade-in values and things like that for yourself. But if I were you, just bite the bullet, get the phone right when it comes out. I think you'll be quite happy and you won't feel like you're missing out on anything. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below with the word question. We'll see you down the road. Peace.